We start things off in St. Louis, Missouri this morning, where there has been another fatal shooting involving police. The incident happened late last night in the community of Berkeley, not too far from Ferguson, where an unarmed black man was killed by an officer earlier this year. This time, police are saying an officer was conducting a routine check at a gas station when he shot a man who allegedly pointed a gun at him. About 100 protesters gathered at the gas station after last night's shooting in Berkeley. Some protesters were taunting police at the scene. One woman in the crowd said the man killed last night is her 18-year-old son. Back here at home, a 7-week-old girl is safe with family this morning after a carjacking spree in Surrey. It started yesterday afternoon in Cloverdale when an armed man stole a pickup truck with a woman still inside. The truck smashed into several others, flipping at Fraser Highway and 68th Avenue. The man then stole an SUV with a baby inside before quickly abandoning it. Police recovered a weapon inside the vehicle before arresting the suspect shortly after. The baby was not hurt, but others involved in the crashes were injured. A Kamloops RCMP officer shot earlier this month has reportedly taken a turn for the worse. Complications have forced Jean-René Michaud to be airlifted to Vancouver General Hospital. RCMP say his wife remains by his side. Corporal Michaud was shot during a seemingly routine traffic stop. 36-year-old Kenneth Knutson faces charges including attempted murder. A police custody death is being investigated in Vancouver. The VPD says officers arrested a woman after a complaint on December 15th. When they got to jail, the 58-year-old was found unresponsive in the police wagon. She died in hospital yesterday. The Independent Investigations Office and the coroner are on the case. Grieving continues this morning in Lions Bay as the community mourns the loss of a little girl who loved the outdoors. Erin Moore has officially been identified as the 7-year-old who died in a landslide on Monday. She was hiking with friends and family near Lone Tree Creek on Unnecessary Mountain. Erin was taking pictures when rocks and debris crashed down on her. Despite several attempts, she couldn't be revived. Lions Bay is now doing safety checks on trails after days of heavy rain. The Fraser Valley's avian flu outbreak has now extended outside of the poultry industry. The bird flu has been detected at a non-commercial farm in Aldergrove. The backyard coop is home to 85 birds, including ducks, chickens, geese, and even turkeys. The flu has been found at 11 commercial sites starting earlier this month in Abbotsford and Chilliwack. The industry has lost 10% of its turkey stock, but has managed to survive the Christmas rush.
We've been able to make up a lot of that by bringing in some turkeys that were destined for January sales. We brought them into December to try to make up the shortfall. And we've also brought in some turkeys from Alberta and other provinces to help us out as well.
The avian flu is not a threat to humans as long as the poultry is handled properly. The flu dies quite quickly during the cooking process at the correct temperature. All right, here we go. One final day to go until Christmas. Not everyone finished their shopping just yet. The last-minute rush, you could say, is now officially on. Greg Harper looking into that this morning with some options for you. Greg.
Good morning, Kyle. Well, this is when it gets frantic, a bit more stressful for many. We're just outside the Walmart here on Grandview Highway, which opens in just under an hour from now, by the way. Most of the big malls open at 10 o'clock this morning. Something to keep in mind if you still need to do some of your Christmas shopping. The malls look a lot like this in December. Traditionally, the busiest shopping day of the year, that was yesterday, but of course, Christmas Eve, one of the busier days as well. And Canadian shoppers, well, we are spending more this time around compared to last year. According to Moneris, this is a payment processing company, spending is up by 5.6%, at least in the first 2 weeks of December compared to the same time last year. And we're spending more on clothing this time around. We're spending less on electronics. That is interesting. Are you a last-minute Christmas shopper? You're certainly not alone if you are.
I'm getting near the end. This is probably the worst Christmas for being behind schedule. But yeah, I'm seeing the light at the end of the tunnel.
Oh, this is my last one, so I'm really happy it's over.
We're kind of just getting started today, so yeah.
It's very late.
It is, I know. I'm almost done shopping, so now it's just the fun stuff.
The fun stuff, I like that. We're almost there, Kyle, almost.
We are. All right, thanks for that. Greg Harper live this morning in Vancouver.